Hello, Digidestin, and welcome to the King's Court. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, was not expecting to wake up to this. So, apparently it's been announced that we're finally, from the glory of Arceus, Yggdrasil, and the Egyptian gods, we're finally getting a ban list. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be real, it almost felt like for the Digimon TCG that we've been in perpetual limbo. I'm gonna be honest with you, because me and my friends were talking about this. It really did feel like, besides releasing product, that Bandai was not paying attention to Digimon at all for the past few months. Oh boy. Well, okay, so we're finally gonna get one. Okay, now this means a lot of things. Now we're not. It's gonna be this month, luckily. And if I'm let me check my phone. It's the 11th. So we got less than 2 weeks. Now I'm gonna be real with you. Prepare to start seeing cards start dropping. Let's be real here. We all know how a card economy works. When a ban list gets announced, players start scrambling. Let's be real here. Let's be honest. There's gonna be so many cards getting sold off, cards going down in prices. I'm willing to bet money that we're gonna start seeing the promo Ukomons just tank right now. So I guess if you're a Shipmon player and you're really worried what's gonna happen, I say sell off your Ukomons right now. Now, for the record, I am not the kind of person you want to consult about card prices. This is an opinion. So, I want to talk about what I think most likely we're going to see on the ban list based on, what I've seen throughout the Digimon TCG with trends, what's been going on lately in the meta, and overall, all the other lists I've been seeing that a lot of people really want because let's be honest, you see a couple of videos and you kind of get a firm idea of the cards people really want hits. So before I get to that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We are so close to 400 subscribers. Thank you so much. I'm hoping we can hit that before the month is over because I got some special videos planned for September because September is actually my birthday. So, and October is Chandler and Michael. So we got some special videos planned out for those months. So if you want to see that, I really want us to hit at least 450 before then. So that's pretty much everything. And let's get to it. So let's be real here. We all know the big piece of shit, that white dog turd that just won't go away. That is Poopmon, Numemon. Now, we all know that this is the deck. This is still right now the most played deck. In OCG right now, OCG, I'm still. Yu-Gi-Oh! Player me just never goes away sometimes. In Japan right now, the top deck, though, right now, is Blue Hybrid. The hybrid decks are just insane. They are just crazy. Right now, it's Blue Hybrid, and I want to say Purple Hybrid, or, yeah, Purple Black Hybrid, and Imperial Jamon. So those are like the top decks right now. But for us here in the West still, and the deck is still played in Japan, Poopmon is still a monster. So I'm going to be real. I think there's a good chance that they're going to hit Shipmon in order to really sell BT's the next set that's going to come out, where the hybrids, especially where Blue Hybrid just becomes a fucking ridiculous spectacle of bullshit. Sorry if I'm sounding harsh, but if you've seen that deck, how it plays and how it works, it is ridiculous. And I thought I muted my Discord. Dang it. But, so, I say, Poopmon, if you got promo Ukomons, get rid of them. This is why I'm actually glad I never actually got a full set of the promos. I've actually only... Now, we all know Digimon usually doesn't ban decks outright. That is one good thing about Bandai. They don't really like to hit decks, completely making them, completely neutering them, making them unplayable, like some other TCGs like to do. Let's be real, we all know what I'm talking about. So, at least, I think, best scenario, we're going to see Ukomon, the promo one. By the way, that's the one that gives you another memory. I think there's a good chance we might see that go to 1. Thank God I've only had 2 of that thing at max. So now I just give one to Chandler and Michael, and we're both good. But so I think there's a good chance we're going to see that card go to 1. Another one that I keep seeing, there are 2 other big cards that I keep seeing everyone talk about. Monzemon X and Numemon X. These are the floaters and destroyers. Numemon X makes this card stupid when it comes to floating. That's what makes this deck so annoying. It spams and completely just floats into everything. So I say that's one of the big cards we might see. Another one, Monzemon X. This card is annoying. God, I hate. Sorry, I'm gonna sound a little aggro in this video because there are just some cards. One, I just got up and I haven't even drank my coffee yet. I gotta stop doing that. It's Sunday. Sunday's the only day of the week I can sleep in. So when I saw my Discord blowing up, I just saw this and I was like, "Dang, I gotta talk about this before." I gotta talk about this. So yeah, if I seem a little aggro, sorry about that. But real talk, I think Monzemon's another good example of what we might see getting hit. That Monzemon X, because that thing just completely destroys fields. It just makes it so unfair. So I say that's a good one right there. There's another card that everyone talks about. Now, the common thing you hear people talk about, and people, my friends from locals, always say this: if you hit Poopmon, that makes Magnamon a real problem. Now, that was true beforehand, but don't forget, we BT17, we just got a complete new set over here in the West. And over in Japan, Hybrid is a monster right now. Hybrids in general, really. Well, primarily blue and purple. So those decks right there are just going to take care of that because Imperial Jamon is also going to be getting a boost too, especially over here in the West. For us recently, I mean, we just got Imperial Jamon Fire Mode Ace, and that card is annoying to deal with. So I think Magnamon is a good deck, but I don't think they're going to hit it, honestly. If they do, maybe to one, because again, they don't really ban cards. There's only, if I remember right, there's only really one banned card in the entire game right now. That what's it called? That one white card. I forgot what it's called, but I'll put a picture of it if I can remember what it's called. But that's like the only card in the game that's banned currently. So obviously they don't usually ban cards. So I don't think they're going to ban Magnamon because I've been seeing some people say that it's not going to happen. But the most like if they were to hit it, most likely at one at best. So that's one. That's another one right there. Now this brings in the question. They have now, if I remember right, Bandai announced that by the end of 2024, they want both Japan and the West, Asia, because I remember right, Japan, China, Korea, and I think like Malaysia, I could be wrong, all playing the same list there because they have their set released at the same time at the same time there, and over here in the West, we get it way later. So, but I remember them announcing that around the beginning of 2025, they want to start the entire world start playing under the same list at the same release time. So, that makes me wonder, would they even really hit hybrid yet? Because again, I know that's a big problem now, but I don't know because we haven't even gotten those cards here in the West yet. So because the only reason I'm bringing this up is because we do know that Bandai is not afraid to, because if you're familiar with the game's history, it's not afraid to hit decks that did crazy in Japan and then come here to the West and then hit it before it could be a real problem. A la, look at what's it called? Look at Shoutmon Cross 4, where we all remember that. And I don't think Cross 4 is still at 1 too, because that's the other question. I wonder if there'll be any cards that can honestly come back, because right now that's a good question because there are some other cards that I feel like could be that could maybe come back. By the way, this is more like a discussion on what could happen. So, another one. There's another one, a big boogeyman right now. A lot of people want Patamon hit as well, and I'm gonna be real with you. I'd be cool with it. The thumb, for the record, a friend of mine who watches the channel knows what I'm talking about. The thumb is a real big problem right now in yellow decks because that thing is played in like almost every yellow deck right now, and it just makes it so annoying, honestly, to deal with just how much security that deck can get. Another card I've seen some people talk about is that yellow the one with Angemon on it, saying that card is really, really annoying to deal with because of how free it is at the beginning of the game. So that's another one right there that could maybe get hit. Although I don't know if they're going to hit all these cards to one. And let's be real here, there's always going to be the weird, out of nowhere card that Bandai surprisingly hits. So I wonder if there's any cards right now that no one's expecting that's probably going to get hit in the upcoming restriction list. So that's because that's always a possibility. Now, the last thing I wanted to bring up was cards that could either maybe get fully banned or could possibly come back to 4. Even though I just spoke about that, sorry, I'm all over the place. Uh, Now that brings in the question of banned cards. Again, we only got one banned card in the game, but I see a lot of people, and I know the green players are going to get mad at me. I know for that there are a lot of people who really want hidden potential gone. This card was annoying back in the day, so I got hit to 1, but now it's getting even worse, especially if you played against Imperial Digimon. So I'm gonna be real. I think it's still time. I've always hated this card personally, so I personally think this card might need to go soon. So hidden potential discovery. The other one, I wonder if, like I said, cards can come back to 4. Now, I'm a Greymon player. We all, if you're familiar with the channel, for the record, this is your first time in the channel. Hi, how you doing? And if you're a returning viewer, thanks for stopping by. Um, my favorite Digimon is Black War Greymon. I love and Greymon in general, really. Agumon, War Greymon, all that stuff. That's why I play the War Greymon tribal deck. Omnimon. I'm gonna work on Greymon Rush. If you're first time viewers, so if you want to see any of those decks, like, comment, subscribe. But I would love for Greymon X virus to come back. I'm gonna be real. Although I don't know what are the chances of that really coming back. Although, then again, we already got the scramble cards. I mean, not scramble. We already got the training cards, and we're gonna be getting the scramble cards. So I don't know. I just wanted to put that out there because I'm really hoping someday we get that card back to 4. I really hope so because we didn't. That's the card that we didn't really get a lot of time to also have at 4 here in the West. So I'm hoping maybe someday. But that's pretty much everything I want to talk about. So the bottom line is, the cards that most likely we might see is the promo Ukomon, the Numamon and Monzemon X cards are a possibility. I don't know though if they would hit both at the same time. Although, unless they really are worried about this deck still being a problem, so maybe they could. Uh, I don't think they're going to hit Magnamon. That card is still a chase card for the set it's from, so I don't think they're going to hit it. Maybe if the deck really, really still is a problem going into the future, maybe they could hit it to 1 someday. But I don't like they did with Armageddonmon. But I don't know. Right now, I don't think they're going to do it just yet. What else? Oh yeah, the Patamon and the Angelmon card. Those are two I keep seeing people also talk about, so that's a good possibility right there. And personally, this is more like my own personal wish list. I really hope Inner Potential finally gets the axe, and I really do hope someday we get the Virus Greymon X back to 4. But again, that's just me. And that's pretty much the end of my ramblings right there. Again, I was not expecting to wake up and we see a restriction list announced for this month. I had a totally different video planned out for today, but I just really want to talk about this. So, let me know in the comments what you think. What cards do you think most likely we're going to see on the restriction list, and which ones would you like to see? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good weekend. Take care. Bye.